This week's Michigan Lottery Excellence in Education winner is Mark Boone from Ludington Area School District. Congratulations, Mark. We have a video from your nominator. Let's take a look.
Hello, I'm Shannon Hoganson. Mark Boone has worked at the Ludington Area School District for over 50 years. That's 5 decades of his life. He's been a teacher, a counselor. He has taught drivers training. He has run the Resource Center for parents and students of the Ludington Area School District so that if they need help with food or clothing, Mark's the man to see, and he can help with whatever you need. Mark has also worked all the sporting events. He has worked at chaperoning the school dances. Whatever capacity Mark is needed at the Ludington Area School District, Mark is there. I don't think Mark's ever missed a day of work in over 50 years. Mark doesn't just work for the Ludington Area School District. The whole city of Ludington is better because of Mark. He has delivered meals to shut-ins. He goes above and beyond. At whatever Ludington needs, Mark's there. Mark also is in charge of the community service through the Mason County District Courthouse. If someone gets sentenced to community service, Mark is there to make sure they get where they need to be and do what is required of them. And if Mark sees a student that is struggling, maybe going down the wrong path, Mark goes out of his way to try and help, to steer the student back to have a bright future. Mark is phenomenal. Anyone that knows Mark loves Mark. He is such an asset to Ludington and to the Ludington Area School District. My husband and I don't believe that anyone deserves this award more than Mark Boone of the Ludington Area School District. Thank you.
It's my sister-in-law.
That's wow. 51 years in a school district. Mark, tell me about that.
Well, you know, it's the average person doesn't understand really what goes on at a school. Shannon's my sister-in-law, but you know, so many teachers do the exact same thing that all of us do. But you know, I started back in 1972. I was hired. I thought I was going to go in the draft, and the draft ended, and my former principal called me and said, would you be interested in coming up and going to work for us? I was certified for driver ed. They needed a driver ed teacher. I got started that summer right out of college. And 50 years later, I'm still teaching driver's training. And I've had just a wonderful career in education. I've taught. I became a principal and retired a few years ago as a principal. And the gentleman that I trained said, why don't you come back for a year and hang out and help us out a little bit? I did that. I didn't have to go to any meetings, and I've been there ever since. So I'm not sure when it's going to end, to be honest with you.
You've had 5 decades of giving back to students and teachers and staff. Any advice that you have for them if they want to follow suit?
Well, you know, my parents always told me, surround yourself with good people and you'll look good yourself. And I've been lucky enough to be able to do that with my staff, our secretaries, our teaching staff, our community, our Chamber of Commerce. Our kids are wonderful. You know, I just think it's been a wonderful ride for me. And you know, just a week or so ago, I saw an article on TV where it said approximately 1/3 of the people dread getting up in the morning and going to their jobs. And I thought, oh my gosh, what a terrible thing. I always tell kids, try to find something that you enjoy and go for it.
Now, I can't help but think you just enjoy life because you also take care of a farm. You deliver meals to the community. You're constantly involved.
Yeah. I've got a great group of people I work with. We have a little resource center at the school that we started, and we have clothing and hygiene items. I've got great parents that have helped me with sorting clothes. I've got a great staff that helps support that financially. We have a community that, you know, community service kind of stuff, activities. It's so nice when you can show up and everybody else has done so much of the work for it. You show up and do your best, and that's what's good about it. It's great.
What keeps you going? What keeps you doing it?
I think probably what keeps me going is to see those kids that have been successful. Some will come back to you and say, you know, you never let me down. You guys never gave up on me.
And tell me about your current role, because it's different from the ones you've had in the past.
Yeah, the current role is as a at-risk worker, where we work with kids that are having struggles with attendance and maybe not doing well in their grades at school, maybe some social issues, maybe some financial issues at home. We're kind of like a little, not a school counselor, but kind of like a family counselor, where we try to help them out. And once again, I've got excellent people that I work with, and if I need anything, I just go to them and they take care of business for us. It's great.
You think you'll retire anytime soon?
Well, every time I get ready, some kid comes up and says, hang on for one more year till I graduate. So I don't know. I don't want to wear out my welcome, but I love what I'm doing.
Well, you do a good job. Thank you so much for what you do. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Mark from Ludington Area School District receives a $2,000 check from the Michigan Lottery. Excellence in Education Awards sponsored by the Michigan Lottery, providing more than $28 billion to public education since 1972.